Joseph was only 17 years old. He was tending his father's flocks with his brothers in the land of Canaan. He wasn't a king. He wasn't a warrior. He was simply a young man whose life was about to take a very unexpected turn. Joseph's father, Jacob, loved him more than his other sons and gave him an ornate robe. His brothers saw the favoritism, and they hated Joseph because of it. Then Joseph began having dreams. In one dream, he and his brothers were binding sheaves of grain in a field. Joseph's sheaf stood upright, while his brothers' sheaves gathered around it and bowed down. When Joseph told them about the dream, his brothers became even more angry with him. Then Joseph had another dream. This time the sun, the moon, and 11 stars were bowing down to him. He told his father and his brothers about it. His father rebuked him, but he kept the matter in mind, and his brothers remained jealous of him. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers and the flocks. Joseph went looking for them and eventually found them at Dothan. But when his brothers saw him coming from a distance, they recognized him immediately. They began plotting against him. They called him the dreamer and wanted to kill him. But Reuben, the oldest brother, heard what they were planning. He tried to stop them. He told them not to kill Joseph and suggested that they throw him into an empty cistern instead. Reuben planned to rescue Joseph later and return him to their father. When Joseph reached his brothers, they stripped him of his special robe. Then they threw him into the empty cistern. There was no water in it. Joseph was now alone at the bottom of the pit, and while his brothers sat nearby, Reuben was not there. He had planned to come back and rescue him. While they were sitting down to eat, they looked up and saw a caravan of traders approaching on their way to Egypt. Judah came up with an idea. He asked what they would gain by killing their own brother. Instead, he suggested that they sell Joseph to the traders. His brothers agreed. They pulled Joseph out of the pit and sold him for 20 shekels of silver. And Joseph was taken toward Egypt. He was 17 years old, far from home, separated from his father, and suddenly living a life he never could have imagined. When Reuben returned to the cistern and discovered that Joseph was gone, he tore his clothes in grief. He went back to his brothers and asked, "Where can I turn now?" Reuben had wanted to save Joseph, but while he was away, everything had changed. Then the brothers took Joseph's robe. They slaughtered a goat and dipped the robe in its blood. They brought it back to their father. Jacob recognized it immediately. He believed that a wild animal had killed Joseph. He tore his clothes and mourned for his son for many days. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold to Potiphar, one of Pharaoh's officials. Joseph's life had changed completely. He had gone from being a 17-year-old boy with dreams to a young man far from home, sold into a foreign land. But the story wasn't over, not even close. Sometimes life can change in a moment. Joseph had dreams about his future, but nothing about the road ahead looked the way he probably imagined. He was betrayed by his own brothers. He was separated from his family, and he was taken somewhere he had never planned to go. But what Joseph couldn't see yet was that God was still working. His circumstances had changed. God's purpose had not. Sometimes we only see the pit. God may already be preparing the next chapter. Whatever season you're in right now, don't assume that a painful chapter means God has forgotten you. You may not understand where the road is leading. Joseph didn't either. But his story reminds us that God can still be working when we can't see what he's doing. This is only the beginning of Joseph's story. I'll see you in the next chapter.